Hello! Welcome everyone! Sorry for... No! I can't keep saying sorry. I'm not delayed. I'm on time this time. God damn, what the heck? Hi everyone! How are you today? I'm so used to get delayed that I'm apologizing for arriving late when I didn't arrive late. I just had a longer starting sunscreen. So, let me grab my glove, my drawing glove that I don't know where I placed. Where is it? Oh, Maru, you should prepare your streams in advance. Yeah, sure, but I'm a mess and I keep forgetting stuff. I found it. Yay. How are you, everyone? No worries. Thank you. Everyone is like, oh, for being a streamer, you need to show up on time. You need to be always prepared and stuff. Then me like scuffing every 2 seconds and apologizing for stuff I don't need to apologize. Let me just remove the notifications on my phone. I do not need to let you hear my phone ringing. So how are you? As you can see, there's a big difference from yesterday, because yesterday I was beyond EP and it didn't happen. I was almost falling asleep on stream. So let's pretend yesterday didn't exist unless we want to consider it as a preparation for a possible future subathon, if that even happens, where I need to sleep during stream, okay? Hello, always work at your own comfortable place. I will work again now. Thank you, Ryan. I hope you have the most wonderful working time with me in the background. So, goddamn, let's work. I don't feel like eating today, so I still haven't gotten lunch, so yeah. If I happen to need a break, it's because I got hungry. So I got coffee. This is not a good omen to be already yawning starting the stream. I'm just yapping for 3 minutes and I'm already yawning. That's insane. Stuff. Let's talk about stuff. So today we are going to make some progress on this illustration. Yeah. I invited someone on a date. That's so nice! What kind of date it is? If I may know. That's really nice. I hope you have a really fun time. Today I've already worked a lot. Let me just switch to date for next year, but yeah, still a date, still exciting, and I still hope it goes well. Let's switch the song, because I need to... Until I can actually find a way to... What I was about to say. Oh, until I find a way that YouTube doesn't trigger like copyright stuff on freaking chill hop profile, I will have to keep editing the clips afterwards, unless I send like a message or ignore it, because for now it's okay, because it's not like a strike, it's like a warning, like you have copyright content on your streams, but in the same time I'm using the free creators usage copyright free commercial copyright free free commercial use from should hope so. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't trigger, but okay. Shido, welcome! I hope you're feeling better today. Yeah. You can see the difference, right? Of the stream that didn't happen. Yesterday I was beyond that. This is a joke, YouTube. Please don't censure me. Yeah, because I decided once I came back from my vacation, I was like, no, I will give my bestest. I will focus on multi-streaming. I will multi-stream to YouTube. As well as Twitter. Twitter? No. Twitch. Fuck. And it has been cool. It has been cool so far. I don't have like a big reach like in Twitch, but it's still fun to have to work in multiple platforms. And lets people actually watch the VODs whenever they want to. Also, I have sent a lot of emails to see if I can get a job. Yeah, same. I'm tired, you know? I'm tired of like applying for gigs. And oh wait, I forgot to make a duplicate canvas. Like, I'm tired to apply to commission, not commission, but like freelance positions that are like with bids and stuff, staring at you, Upwork. And I'm tired of literally LinkedIn. For real, I'm tired of LinkedIn. The only thing good from LinkedIn is laughing at those LinkedIn influencers that think life is easier just because they woke up inspiring and are probably nepo babies. Yeah, that's the best part of LinkedIn. It's seeing actual nepo babies or really privileged people think that life is really simple, you know? Being successful is really simple. Bro, I hate LinkedIn for influencer posts. I love for how cringe and how laughable they are. That's why I like them. But yeah, they annoy the shit out of me. So basically, like Shudo was saying on the other stream, basically my lore is really wholesome, really fun, really cozy, and then my actual streams is me shitting on corporate jobs and shitting on LinkedIn. Hi Artisync, welcome! LinkedIn is trashy to get a job. Yeah, but somehow my last 2 corporate jobs were through LinkedIn, so I'm really like, what the fuck? 2 of them were through LinkedIn, one was like an internship through a course I was doing at the time, and I actually got like freelance gigs from LinkedIn, like from the wildest point. Wildest stuff ever. Like when I started giving manga classes, like offering manga classes back in 2021, because I was like, yeah, I miss making workshops. Probably I could like, and I like teaching, so I probably could like do some short tutorials, how to draw and stuff, and see if anyone is interested to having classes. And I remember promoting it both on Superprof, which I still use for promoting my classes. But I won't be sharing here because doxx, right? As well as through email scheduling. Basically, you can send me an email and I will schedule a date with you. So, I actually shared the link for Superprof on LinkedIn. Out of the blue, like, who cares? And I managed to get like 2 of my long-lasting students. I swear, I don't have them anymore as my students because life constraints, because I switched companies and started having less time, and now I have more time, but I don't want to be the marketing individual saying, oh look, we had classes before, don't you want to go back and give me money for that? I think that's really bad. I think people should come to you for the service and not for this type of service, and not like look to desperate. One thing is promoting your work, like, oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z classes. If you want, come check me out. And then other is going to your previous clients and saying, oh, I'm back to business. Want to give me more money? That is a bit too much for me. So yeah, I've had some pleasant situations from LinkedIn, but most of the time it's like either just crypto scams or NFT shit or AI art retouching jobs, or just add your work to a specific one-of-a-kind collection where you can get a real fancy digital certificate to guarantee you got the piece you bought. That's NFTs, bro. Yeah, it sucks. Or whenever you get a new notification, it's like, oh, you would be like, that happened on the stream that I wasn't really streaming, you know, yesterday, that the stream that didn't exist. I literally received email from LinkedIn saying, oh, are you looking for a job? We found the perfect job match for you on LinkedIn for graphic design. And I sent the screenshot to Rigi because he knows the name of the company, etc. And I went to open the email and I was like, oh god, what the heck? What's the suggestion this time? Because they send this type of emails like every week or so. And usually are like either companies that are not hiring at the moment, or in this case, my previous corporate job. It fired me for context. Fire me because I was being exploited, and I said I didn't want to. So it's better to fire the employee that is super high, that freaking produces way too much, works on different areas in different fields. It's better to replace that worker for a less paying one than to actually resolve the work ethic issue, right? But yeah, yesterday I got recommended my old workplace that now requires for a junior position more than 3 years of expertise, which is totally amazing. Because if you are a junior, you are usually someone that doesn't have expertise. So why the heck do you need 3+ years of graphic design in an agency setting on an IT industry for a junior level position? That is an entry level position. So yeah. Sometimes I get job suggestions that are already expired. Yeah, or that already went over that cap of 25 resumes you can receive without having to buy premium, you know? 50 people have looked at your account. Good job! Yeah, and the impressions. Have you ever received the notifications about the impressions? Like, you got 380 impressions on your post. And your post is like from 3 years ago. And it's like a photo of your sandwich. And I'm hypothetically speaking. In my case, it was a sketch. And basically the impressions are like views. It's not even comments. It's not even reactions. It's not even likes. It's like 380 people saw your post and you're like, okay, and where's the job? Where's the money? Fuck my life. Let me see the rest. CEOs and whatever are like, I'm so sad when I have to fire 50 of my employees. And then employee posts are, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to work for a company and their amazing culture. Yeah, or you have these amazing posts that I love. I love to watch those. I for those that were with me on Ibrahim, you know what I'm going to say. I basically, have you ever saw those LinkedIn posts where they talk about passive income? how easy it is to make a profitable passive income and earn money on the go. It's so silly. It's so out of touch. And I was like, this was a joke I did with Ryuji and some close friends. On Ibaranim, I was with Ryuji. Ryuji was helping me out on my booth because Ibaranim is freaking huge. It was my first big event without as an individual artist, individual independent artist, for context. So I brought Ryuji with me because I need an extra pair of hands sometimes. And one of my best friends arrived to the con and wanted to like walk me around because I still haven't gotten time to watch the convention. And I was like, Ryuji, you know the drill, you know how it's work, how the pricing, where are the items you need to pick up, whatever people buy, like prints, like memo pads, like bookmarks, whatever. If anything is sold out, please use one of these post-its I already wrote with only one item left or sold out or almost running low, something like that. And if you have here my pouch where I store the money, in case you need to give some change and to place the money. And if someone asks for digital payments, like it's not like in Portugal we have MBWay, that is basically like Venmo for those that are on the States, like Venmo or Pix if you are from Brazil. Like we have that setting, and I was like, here's the card you have to send to share the person with my number, so you don't have to say it out loud and people can like read it at their own pace and place the damn number, and yeah, you're good to go. And Ryuji, every time I left the table, Ryuji would like cap out all the sales. Really, I would spend 3 hours on the damn table and have like 10 sales. I would leave for 3 minutes and Ryuji would stay in my behalf. He would have 20 sales in 3 minutes. It was absurd. I don't know what type of skills Ryuji has or type of sparkle he has, but he sells like hot bread. I don't know the expression, I forgot. The thing is, I started to joke of the passing income with my friend that also likes to joke about LinkedIn influencers, because whenever Ryuji would make a digital payment, a digital sale, like with MBWay, he would like call me like, Maru, have you received the payment? I need to know so I can give the goodie bag to the person that bought X, Y, and Z. Yeah, it's a lot of hotcakes. I don't know why I remember bread, but yeah. And I would like, once I received the call, I would receive the notification of MBWay. So I was literally walking away from the table and only receiving payments from MBWay and calls from Ryuji saying, can you please confirm? Can you please confirm? Can you please confirm? It was insane. So I started joking and saying that I could easily create a post now on LinkedIn that I've created a so elaborated and easy formula for my small business that I can only walk around and play Ibaranim and live my life and still earn passive income. Hashtag for more business tips, shit like that. And even today we still, olá Mel, olá Mel, foi? Eu sei, tô a falar muito, não posso. Mel Shereloa. Hi Mel. Sup? Não quer call? No? Tá bem. So yeah, we started like joking with the follow for more business tips. But yeah, Ryuji is like a cell charm. at beacons. I have no idea how. Hello. No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. However, for Iberanim, Ryuji won't be there because of private or personal stuff. And also, I will be in a commercials booth with several of my art besties. So we are going to help each other out. And my table will be rather smaller because of the space of the stand or whatever. So it will be rather different. But yeah, LinkedIn influencers are a joke and way too privileged. You could be working here, beach photo, yeah. Or when they say, oh, I never had to go to work since COVID because I applied all the fundamentals from insert famous book that has no relation to what they are talking, and I decided to make my own improvement, and now I earn a shit ton of money, and my life is like this. So anyone can do this if you try hard enough. And you go see their profile, and literally they never had to actually work on their improvement their whole life because they are privileged as shit. But okay. It's all scammers, and the scammers are promoting each other's scams. Yeah, and have you seen already the resume, the resume improvement schemes as well? Basically, they are like in every group, whatever the group you join, and they are like, do you want to improve your resume, or are you currently improving your resume, or are you looking for a new job position? Something like that. They get a catchy poll. And if you happen to be silly enough or lazy enough to click because your life in corporate setting is boring as shit, they will automatically ping you with a bunch of messages saying, oh, my name is insert random name that it's clearly made up, and I'm a resume enhancer, certified person. I can look at your resume and improve your points so it's easily marketable. And you're like, this is so scam because everyone is repeating the same shit. And that initially started happening to me when I was working in my last corporate job, like last year around September, a year ago. And currently when I decided to open in August my role to open to job thingy with the stupid green frame saying open to work, that is really ugly and not aesthetic pleasing, I received because when you open yourself to work, you have that option to create a new post about, oh, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z. My expertise in Ipson ABC, and I've worked an X123 job position. And now, since 1 year ago, they now like target those posts. And once they see those posts, they will spam like you can get all the bot accounts there like liking you, no comments, no whatsoever, only messages saying, oh, I'm a recruiter and a resume enhancer, can you please send me your resume so I can redirect you to job positions? And I'm like, no, and mark a spam, because you go to their account and you see they are SEOs and hiring managers and stuff, but they have no education or no their profile is not like filled to the brim, and the photos are really copy and pasted from the internet. It's really a scam. So yeah, it's awful. Going to LinkedIn it's walking like a landmine at this point. You have no jobs. You only have companies that use hiring positions, hiring posts, or hiring listings to increase their visibility towards their community, or to just up their stats. Like we are... Yeah, they are the GFX bots of Twitter. Yeah, and Discord. They are also appearing on Discord. It's awful. Yeah, they are truly the GFX. Like, I saw your profile and your profile is shit because it doesn't lack, it lacks a resume, and you're like staring at the message like, bro, I have a resume, I have a portfolio, I have links to my services, all my skills are listed, all my job descriptions, previous job positions and descriptions are highly accurate, simple, but really highly searchable, with links to the companies, with links to the work I did. So what the heck am I missing actually? Okay, I guess it is a lack of common sense to fall into their scam, but okay. And yeah, LinkedIn, I really don't like LinkedIn at all. I only hop into LinkedIn, watch 3 posts, see like 2 influencers fighting about who is more profitable, and then I go away because my job is done. I only use heavily LinkedIn whenever I'm working at a corporate setting, because that's the only thing you can actually do, and most probably your job is related to searching on LinkedIn. In my case, it was like, since I was a graphic designer / worked, even if my role was junior graphic designer, I had to do social media managing, content creation, content scheduling, and etc. I had to see what the other companies were doing at the same time, so I could make comparisons and see what's the targets and things at the same time. Otherwise, I would not use LinkedIn at all. It's boring. It's a boring social media. So yeah. The only thing good is joking at LinkedIn influencers. For real. But yeah, not even connections anymore. I don't even make connections anymore. I used to have more like connections requests like a year ago than now. Now people just don't click it. I don't know if it's about my description, if my profile, if I'm not catchy enough. I don't know. I have no idea. But I wish I was those type of people that I know people that are like this, that are like, oh god, I'm always receiving notifications for job proposals on LinkedIn, and I'm like, yo, where? I never got one. I never got a single one. I never got people asking me for real jobs. I only got people asking me for scams. I'm not going to count those job proposals I've received it for AI retouching, because that's a scam. Okay? That's a scam. Or the crypto shit. That's a scam. I used to get HR people sending me connection requests, but I'm also kind of like, man, I'm fine. I don't even have. I think the only people I have in HR are people from my previous work experiences. Yeah. Nothing more. I also got like some editors and art directors. I tried to reach them out like, oh, can I schedule appointment so we can talk about, I can pitch some stuff, and they are like, oh, we are not looking for comics. We are looking for children's illustration. And I'm like, okay, but your agency is for comics. Why? And okay, you could just say I'm not at the level you want. It would be a fair reply, but saying you're looking for children illustration creators to be an agent, but you're working at a comic agency. It's a bit mind-blowing and confusing. But yeah. I'm still looking for agent or some sort of representation. So if anyone is interested, sure, hit me up. They're being corporate in their communication too, yeah. I'm not fit for corporate jobs, considering the feedback I got from my previous work. That I'm not built to corporate settings, and I'm like, thank Lord I'm not. What the heck? Imagine being built for corporate settings. Give me a second. I'm back. They could get like call-out posts where you screenshot a bad message. Nah, I don't. I have common sense. I would not do that. I'm really professional when it comes to jobs. Okay. I can see their point though. Yeah, LinkedIn's job hunting as a whole is really hard lately. You either have a really good skill in networking and doing like small talk and engaging with boring conversation, or it's really hard to find people that are willing to hire you. It's not impossible though, but it's really hard. And in creative settings, it's extra hard because your portfolio needs to go in mind what they are looking for. And usually they don't say what they are looking for. So you are always in a Russian roulette kind of thing, like a whole 50-50 gotcha chance to get a position. Either way, I hope everyone that is looking for a job can find one soon. Because you guys rock and you guys deserve it. Everyone deserves to have some stability in their own lives. So, yeah. Let's go. But yeah, I may rant a lot, but I don't really hate corporate jobs. I just don't like most work settings because people are not that pleasant to work at, or they are something else. Yeah. What I dislike the most with corporate settings and working in office, for example, is not only the commuting, but also the lack of empathy for different work settings, different work types. Work types. And how most of the time the culture is just toxic. That's what I dislike the most, and that's why I say I hate corporate jobs, because they praise overworking, they praise lack of social life, lack of work-life balance, and so on. And honestly, one thing I enjoyed the Panini was how people were open finally with the existence of other work settings. Like, you don't need to, if you are essential worker, you cannot work remotely, or if you are a teacher, it will be really hard, for example, for younger students to be remotely teaching. But for example, for university students that have some sort of disability, they can't be in the middle of crowds, they can't, for some economical or personal reason, they can't go to long distance to relocate to another city just for attend classes. I believe that Panini was really good for them, and that they have to have a remote setting. I can also see how many people struggled with the lack of in-person situations. And in terms of jobs, people found out in a majority of situations that they could be even more productive at home at their own pace and still finish the work inside the set deadline of the 8 hours per day, or the 4 hours, or wherever your work schedule it is, if it's a part-time, if it's a hourly situation, if it's a full-time. They found out there's more to it than the original in-office 8 hours 9 to 5 situation. And I feel like we as society are starting to place that under the rug again and forgetting it exists, when it would be more accessible for many, if not plenty, of people and work fields. For example, I don't see a reason to a creative worker to go in office, especially in a corporate setting. I'm not saying agencies, I'm not saying studios. I don't see a reason why a creative worker from a creative field, in design, in illustration, in art, in content creation, wherever, is required to be in a 9 to 5 in an office setting, in person, 8 hours per day, but a dev, for example, has way more chances at this day and age to have more remote options than in office ones. So, or if you are creative, you will find they are catering everything as hybrid, but in the end it's not hybrid at all. It's like you need to go to the office for having meetings, sit on a chair 8 hours a day, and the meetings are all online because the CEO needs to go golfing with their peers and do shit all the time. This is outside of my capability of understanding. Like, I believe it should have been given a choice to people to choose if their work allows it, their work type allows it. I'm not saying everyone. I'm saying those works that may not be essential and may be done remotely, to have that option to do those remotely, okay? So people can have their lives and have their work-life balance. But I keep seeing that this type of ideology I have towards work settings is something that corporate jobs don't really enjoy. So probably that's a reason why I don't really get corporate jobs anymore. Hi Maru, I'm enjoying hearing you talk about corporate jobs here. It's a very interesting topic for artists today. I mean, I need to clear this up. I only have my experience in corporate settings have always been mostly in the graphic design / marketing fields, marketing spheres. So it will be a bit different than a storyboard artist or animator or illustrator, whatever. I realize I have low experience. Okay, I'm back. What do we hate about corporate? The lack of remote options for the majority of works, of jobs. Now everything is in the office or hybrid. But yeah, my experience is lacking. I can understand that. I'm still a green baby in terms of corporate work and corporate jobs, and some companies are better to work at than others. For example, I really enjoyed this is quite a controversial not controversial but unpopular opinion, is I really prefer the work environment of startups versus big companies, because startups usually have a more open mind regarding remote setting, hybrid situation, and they don't require the whole formality of corporate jobs. I don't like to be constrained to to a mold. Bro, same. I like the pressure of it all. Yeah, exactly. I don't like the pressure. I don't like the everything is a competition. You have to be better than your coworker, but your coworker cannot be your friend because you're both against each other, because you guys need to have high productivity and stuff. I don't like it at all. I prefer teammates kind of relationships. No competitivity. I don't like that. That's really against my way of being. I don't know why the heck I'm being forced to use heels and really tiny shirts or really fit to the body type of clothing that are really formal and really blazers and shit, when I'm just a designer. Let me use my jeans and my baggy t-shirt and my Vans. Like, am I showing myself to clients? No, I'm just in the corner of the corporate setting, drinking coffee and probably laughing at LinkedIn influencers on my 3-minute work break. Bro, we both know we want to live after work. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's insane. And that's probably why I'm not catered to corporate jobs, like my previous worker said. Because I'm too... Hi, Manly, welcome. Because I'm too picky. I'm less moldable, I guess. I believe people should be comfortable in their work setting. Of course, I'm not saying that you should be dressing in a super informal, casual way. When I'm saying t-shirts and jeans, I'm saying like in a still formal-ish thing. It was not like a super casual stuff. It was like, okay, it's still formal, but not strictly formal, you know? And startups usually are more chill with that approach. Yeah, last job I had was a startup, and my main reason for joining was because I could do it fully remote. I swear, I had a job in a startup-ish. It was a big startup, big per se. It was almost like a big company, but it had startup-ish roots. And they were pretty chill. They were like, as long as you don't use flip-flops and tank tops, you're good to go. Want to wear shirts, want to wear sweatshirts, want to wear baggy clothes? Go for it. You're a designer, you're a marketeer, you don't need to do any type of this. As long as you're like, not like if you're going to meet your friends, or not like you're in pajamas or in at-home kind of setting, you can do it as long as it's appropriate for a work setting. They were chill with that. I have a friend in the accounting field. I don't know what she actually does, but it's numbers. And we both have similar complaints with corpos. Yeah, I think everyone that worked at least once at corporate has the same complaints. Unless they love corporate. That also happens. But yeah. And once again, I keep yapping and no work. But yeah. I'm glad you guys enjoy listening to me rant about this. Yeah, I like to, as long as you're presentable, rule on clothes. Yeah, exactly. I had one situation where someone looked at me and said, I hope you don't have tattoos because that's not good for our company. And I'm like, I don't have tattoos, but why would my tattoos have something to do with your company? Like, wouldn't my work be more important than my tattoos though? Yeah, people sometimes are too picky. And that's why after so many years, I've started to realize that probably my ideal work setting, it's at home, like remote setting. Even though I know that my dream job would be like keep doing this freelance. Hola, Mel. No. She just wanted to say hi. Like being a full-time artist, doing my little drawings, doing my taxes, where the only boss is me and the commissioners. But yeah, I don't have like to wake up at 6 a.m. just for entering at 9 a.m. to be in Zoom calls all day and have PTSD from the team's call notification. Mel, why are you here? Mel. Oh no. Mel is again trying to bite my monitor. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Levy, welcome. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm currently struggling with my cat. That is not really my cat, it's my sister's cat. She's Mel. For those that don't know her, she's a Gremlin. She's a chaotic cat kitty. And she's usually pretty vocal. She meows a lot and tries to destroy my work setting while I stream. She's sus, yeah. She's not sus, she's baby. She's still 1 year old. I think if you guys listen closely, you may hear her purring. Because she decided to be on my lap. She's eeping on my shoulder. It's not really my lap, she's like on my chest. I really should add a Mel toggle on my next model. But yeah. In the end, corporate jobs, as well as any job really, requires a lot of endurance, and that's the big thing, I think, is to know where's your limit. Male toggle? No! Male toggle. A cat. a cat toggle. So Mel can be on my chest whenever she's on the stream. So I'm holding Mel. I know my captions are being dumb at the moment for those that are watching on Twitch. One reason why in your area jobs prefer professional work is to improve cooperation and networking. I've grew to understand that with time. Yeah, that I understand that. The thing is, from my understanding, from my experience, I'm not against that idea, and I really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, but in my experience as in the field of marketing, etc., most of the cases, the manager or the higher up is always online, like remote, or either somewhere else. So basically you're doing remote work on the job. Yeah, so it ends up being a bit hypocritical. But yeah, I think that's the good thing, is that you see other people, even though it's plenty of Suzannes and Kyles and stuff. But yeah, the worst part is really the work culture. Yeah, it only works when it's the whole team. Yeah, I'm not saying every place is bad. I'm just saying that most of them are. Mel Sadei. Exato. Anyway. Sorry. Yeah, I can. Sorry. It should be better now. Sorry, Numpy. Okay, Lenny. See you soon. I'm actually okay with working in offices, but oh my god, commutes. Yeah. I mean, if it's close to home, it's okay, but usually it's not. It's like 1 hour in distance in public transportation, unless you have a car. But then you have like traffic. I used to work at a company that was like 25 minutes away from home in car, if I use a personal car, but in public transportation it would be almost 2 hours. It was insane. Please let me know if the music is better now. I turned it a bit down since some people were thinking it was distracting. Sorry, I didn't notice. Buenos días, dibujando desde temprano. Hi! I can understand Spanish, but I can't speak it. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Dibujando ando. Music good for me? Thank you. I know I haven't been like really productive, but most of the time I just yap and everything gets delayed somehow. I hope you guys are having a productive time. At least. Heck yeah. Now my goal is to improve my portfolio, because my portfolio is quite oldish. I know I made it on January. My latest one I did on January, but it was really old. The jobs I could use for adding up were really old, and I still haven't gotten the time to like invest in new test designs and stuff for the graphic design, I mean. And for illustration and comics, I still need to make more samples, because my current portfolio is also a bit outdated due to my lack of time. So yeah, I need to improve my portfolio in every sense of the word. I'm animating fire. Oh my god, that looks so cool. Been trying to work the whole day, but add an edit the whole day. No! I hope you feel better soon. Today I'm feeling more productive. Yesterday I was really yippy. But I'm also really yappy. So, let's see how much I can do. I wanted to at least finish the sketch though. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Feel free to yap as well. Oh wait, I need to adjust this eye. Oh, wrong tool. Hi Liv, welcome. How are you? But yeah, it's important to update on portfolio, even though I have usually no motivation to do so. But yeah, I will do my best, because it's needed. I'm good, how are you? I'm good. Currently working on a new illustration for my VTuber model. And yapping about work. About corporate jobs and stuff. I like it, it looks good, thank you! Hi, just joined. It looks good already. Thank you, Min. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It will be like this. I actually didn't show the whole thing on the canvas. Looking like this. I'm using my reference right here, so it's easier to me to see the details of my character. But yeah, ta-da-da! She will be wearing a yukata, a summer kimono. And I'm still thinking what she will have on the background and on the hands. But yeah, that's a problem for for later on, I guess. Let me just do like this so you guys can see the whole thing. Wow. Are you gonna use this somewhere? I will probably make a print out of it, honestly. I'm still pondering. It will depend a bit on the overall result of the illustration, but yeah. It's real pretty, thank you! How cute, thank you! This initially was for a contest, but I ended up not being able to finish on time. And then I switched the whole idea. She was supposed to be eating mochi, but yeah. I thought like, nah, I need to have more time figuring out what she's actually doing before I commit to it. So, in a way, I want to make more illustrations for prints and stuff, because lately I've been mostly doing stickers and sticker sheets, and I really need to make more full illustrations that show like storytelling and stuff and backgrounds. So yeah. It will probably be a print afterwards if I enjoyed it. I think my issue is that I'm not really confident with my art lately, so I have to focus harder on the whole thing, work more on my self-confidence and try out more like I used to do before. I need to go back to my roots of trying a bunch of things, but still doing what I like. So yeah. Let me see. It's looking good. Not gonna lie, and I've been thinking how I can make a tweet about being insecure about my work now, but I need a creative way to doing it. Yeah, I know the pain. I also just wanted to do one. Back some months ago, I wanted to do one, but I ended up giving up the idea because I didn't want to look like I was searching for pity points, you know? It's really hard. Like, in a way, you want to share visibility of how being an artist is wholesome, lonesome, and you can struggle if you don't have a good support or a good schedule that allows you to touch grass and stuff, or like meet your friends and stuff. But at the same time, yeah, I don't want to be just sad by posting. Yeah, same. I understand totally. Like, the world is already filled with too much sad things and sad news, so I don't want to be another one. another one to the party being said. That's why I usually just go comment on people that actually have the courage to do it, because to do those type of posts, because I don't have courage to do my own, because I'm afraid of being perceived wrongly. No more sadness, yeah. Let's switch to a more pleasant topic. Want to make it at least a little funny? Yeah. Let's see what we can talk about. Have you seen the new trailer for My Happy Marriage? The anime? I'm really excited to see the second season, not gonna lie. I watched it recently on Netflix and it looks really good. I really enjoyed the manga. I've been reading slowly the manga and it looks really good. It's for those that don't know, it's shoujo. It's like a shoujo manga, like really romantic, really cutesy. I really recommend it if you're planning to watch something else. I watched the anime and it was so corny and romantic, but in a good way. I wish love was real. Mood. I can understand. It was a bit corny sometimes, yeah. I was like, ah! And then I was like, okay, maybe I'm not the exact audience for this. The story is so cute. Like, once the powers started appearing in the story, I was like, yo, why? Like, this was excusable. Why powers? Why powers? Reggie, get in here! He's busy. He's working at the moment. Also, he has been having bad internet, so he won't be able to join. But yeah, I wish more people... I forgot what I was about to say. Damn. But yeah, the anime is really cute, really fun. It's cozy. It makes you really angry at some characters though. Like the sister and the stepmom. Not stepmom, but... what's the name? Yeah, stepmom. I was right. Sorry, English is not my native language, so sometimes my brain gets confused. Welcome from the ad break. Do I have the previous sketch here? Oh no, I have the cookies still. Let me get the previous sketch here so I can see how I was doing the expression. Neither I'm from Denmark. Denmark looks cool. I want to go to Denmark someday. It looks really nice and a really nice place to visit. I'm from Portugal, so that's why sometimes my English is chaotic. Okay, I don't have it here, but I can see it online, I guess. Let's go. I will find a way to do it properly. I'm not going to focus hard on searching. Let's go. Okay. I feel like her face tuck is too it's becoming like too not flat but elongated, and I really prefer when she has. Wow! Hi, Eldrick.
Underscoring just raided with 12 viewers.
Hi, Eldrick Wing. Ink, how are you? Welcome, Raiders. How are you? How are you? Let me give you a shout out. How was your stream? Welcome, Raiders! My name is Maru-n. I'm an illustrator and manga artist from Portugal. I happen to also be a VTuber, and currently we are working on original illustration for my VTuber, Maru. Welcome! I'm good. I had to end stream early because in real life stuff, so take my peeps. Oh, thank you. I will take care. Well, I will take care well of them. Hi everyone. Go rest. Go drink some water. Go stretch. Eat some yummy food. This is a really cozy chat. We sometimes rant, but usually it's really cozy, really wholesome. Feel free to just lurk and be productive on the side, or just lurk and just play games. Especially if you have been watching streams, it can be really stressful and really like testing your endurance. So feel free to rest. And I hope you have a really kind, really happy day. And treat yourself with kindness, okay? And if you happen to want to chat, feel free to chat. If you want to follow, feel free to follow. Please check out Eldritch Inc. They are an amazing artist as well. They also stream art on Twitch. And yeah. I believe you should also check them out. Currently we were talking about how I could improve my sketch because I was not really liking how the face was turning up, so I'm making the cheeks slightly curvy but not making the face too chubby. I feel like my character's face is too elongated, like too long, and I will probably shorten it a bit. Whenever my model stops tracking, it's because I'm looking to the second monitor and my face gets slightly covered by my microphone. But yeah. Today is a really rainy looking day here where I live, so it's very good for being cozy at home and vibe. Yeah. How's the weather over there, wherever you are? Finally, we are reaching autumn weather, so I'm really excited. I prefer autumn over summer. I was trying to tired to get like all sticky and wet because of the all the sweating. Portuguese summers are really hot most of the time. Usual weather for England, cloudy. Yeah, fair enough. I never went to England. I need to go there someday. It's also raining here in Denmark. Oh, it seems Europe is going to autumn weather, in the autumn weather phase. Which is fitting because we already are in autumn. So, however, we still have fires in Portugal. Forest fires. Thankfully, I'm not in a danger zone, but yeah, many people are still fighting the fires. Hopefully it will get better soon. Okay, let's just adjust this a tiny bit. Let's see. I think I drew the sketch app too big. So let's reduce it a bit. Probably that's why I'm getting a bit unsure about it. Because if the ad is too big, I will try to draw it bigger and then get frustrated because it looks too big. Thank you, digital art. Yeah, for sure. Imagine the amount of how costly would be to do traditional art. I really like to do traditional art. I love to work with alcohol markers the most, like Copic or Huhu and etc. But it's so costly. Also the paper is really expensive as well. If you choose a good paper, I mean, if you choose a not so great one, it will be less expensive, but usually if you want to draw a high quality thing, you try your best to get the best materials possible. But yeah, it's really expensive. So bless digital art. where the only materials you have to buy often is like pen nibs and screen cleaners and microfiber dust, microfiber towels and screen protectors if you actually use it, and internet and and electricity and so on. Yeah, that's also a necessity, but it's way cheaper than traditional art. I need to draw on paper again soon. Same. I miss using my sketchbook, but at the same time, whenever I open my sketchbook, I get a bit overwhelmed, like, oh my god, what I should draw. Oh my god, and if it goes ugly. So I haven't been drawing on my sketchbook. I kind of miss it. I used to be a sketchbook girly. I would like pour my life into my sketchbook. Like everything I would think I would sketch. And like 3 years ago I stopped. I started feeling more anxious. So I should really go back to sketching more. Accepting the failures and not so good drawings. I also like to try a bunch of materials on my... I used to like to try a bunch of materials, like I would paint with alcohol markers, multi-liners, colored lead, pencils and stuff. It was really nice. Wait, now the issue is the nose, because she's kind of tilt upwards. Oh no, wrong layer. Okay. But yeah, I need to go back to sketching on paper. I used to be like more... I would prefer to sketch on with mechanical pencils, colored ones and etc. But then last time I sketched on my sketchbook, I was like vibing more with graphite pencils. So I don't know. Like in a way I still enjoy graphite mechanical pencils, but at the same time the graphite has that texture, you know? They're really nice texture. I've only drawn on standard HB pencils, the cheap ones though. I have only done a few sketches, oddly much better at sketching on paper than digital. Yeah, same. I always prefer to sketch traditionally than digitally for the same reason. I think the sketches look way better on paper. Do you also have that struggle that everything looks better in sketch than in the final result? because I'm still struggling with that. After so many years, I'm still struggling with my drawings looking better as sketches than as finished pieces. But yeah, I don't really use branded HB pencils either. I usually use whatever I catch. As long as it can be like, it can draw, it's good. I'm just picky whenever I'm doing like a commission or professional thing. If it's for the sketchbook, I usually go wild with the more cheaper stuff, so I don't feel bad for using it. Well, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a general vibe with artists. Okay, everyone, let's make a short break. Let's stretch a bit. Let's eat something yummy. I'm starting to feel a bit hungry, and I will probably make a matcha latte or something. It's really, it will fit well to the cold weather. Thank you, Shudu. I will take a sippy sip and I will save my art, and then a stretch. For those on YouTube that are confused, on Twitch we have redeems, so the chat can redeem stuff, and some of the most required ones is like make me drink a bit of water because I keep forgetting, or save my art, or force me to stretch because as artists we usually are shrimping, like with your back like all messed up. So whenever I say thank you, it's because someone redeemed it. In a way, in Twitch I feel we have more of those tiny interactions with chat as a streamer or as a viewer to a streamer than on YouTube. YouTube is a bit different. I'm still finding my way on YouTube, but I'm enjoying nonetheless, even if it's different than I'm used to. So yeah, let's save. I will just pull a bit my Wacom away from me, and let's make a break, guys. I usually make 15 minutes breaks, so it's easy for everyone to go to the toilet, to touch a bit of grass, to catch a bit of air, do some random chores around the house. So yeah, let's make a short break. We have been working for 1 hour and 36 minutes. I will copy and paste my announcement that usually shows up on Twitch on YouTube chat, and I will pin it so people who arrive don't get confused. And yeah, see you guys in 15 minutes. Let's rest a bit, let's stretch, let's drink water or coffee or anything, let's get hydrated, and see you guys in 50 minutes. Shall we? Matta ne! Oops, I forgot to unmute myself. Sorry. Welcome to from the snacky break. I hope you are having a wonderful time. You had a wonderful snacky break. I ended up not doing the matcha because I was too lazy to do it. it involved too much brain power, and I don't feel I have more stuff to do. Oh, okay. So yeah, let's get back to work. I still have my coffee to drink. I ended up doing more coffee, but it's too hot, so I will have to wait a bit. Let's rearrange my work setting again. I think that even though we had early not so productive start of the stream when I was yapping too hard about corporate settings and stuff, I think we are being quite productive today, so that's a win. I'm already seeing some mistakes, or not so great, not mistakes, but not so great particularities of my current sketch, so I will fix it. And one of them is the eyes are slightly too big. Corporate, yeah. I can speak too loud now because my sister is on a is on a call. She's on an interview, so I need to speak quietly. I will not do ASMR, but I need to not speak too loudly. I have this bad habit of whenever I'm streaming, I speak too loudly. And whenever I have my family here at home, because I live still with my mom and my sisters, they keep like saying, just talk a little bit less loud, please. You usually are quiet, so please keep it that way. So yeah, let's try to be more cozy and more silent. So my sister doesn't get like angry at me. That's also why I avoid like streaming in the night, because I blame my voice volume, because when I work I use like those noise cancelling headsets, gaming headsets, and it really makes you think that you're talking really quietly when you're not. So I always have to think like, no, there's more people at home, talk a little bit softer. So yeah, I apologize if I happen to give a bad idea before. Anyway, art, yeah. Yes, art. It's usually my mom that complains about my volume though. But then her work is pretty loud. Ah, corporate. Our work is pretty loud because my mom is also an artist. She's a I never know how to say this word. She makes jewelry. Wait, I need Google. Google, please help me. 助けて。Google さん。Google さん。助けて。Shit, how to pronunciation.
Jeweler.
It's really hard to say, actually. Anyway, she makes like necklaces and really fancy stuff. I finished my fire! Yeah! My yeah is in a lowercase, but it's really excited, okay? I'm really happy for you, but I can't like scream. Otherwise my mom will whoop my ass. And my sister will be mad at me. Yay! Fire, animation, art, yay! It happens to the best of us, yeah. That's the best part of... Wait, I don't want an ad now. I already had ads on my break. That's one of the good things for when I get my own place with Ryuji, is that we don't have like neighbors. So I can be loud. Kenny can be loud as well. We can both be loud on stream and no one will complain. Only the cat, because we have a cat together. It's called Moshi and he's orange and really fat. Not really fat, he's healthy, but leaning on the fat side of things. He's a little ball of love. Moshi is currently living with Ryuji though, because it's technically his cat. But yeah. Let's continue this sketch. But yeah, I get easily excited whenever I stream or whenever I talk with friends, because since I don't live close to my friends, I have to resort to... I will actually redraw this eye because I'm not really vibing with the what's the name? Pixelization of it. So let's reduce and turn it into a reference layer. Yeah. I basically get really excited easily because I don't live close to my friends, and my besties are artists, but they are also living far away. So whenever I get to stream or to talk with friends, I always get excited. I'm usually pretty calm because I'm usually by myself with Ryuji. So when I'm by myself, I'm not going to talk with, like, I'm not going to yap to no one, right? So I will be quite silent, right? So whenever I'm on Discord with friends, I tend to yap too much and laugh and etc. So that's probably why my mom thinks I change too much whenever I'm streaming. Going to the bathroom, be right back. I know, Teacher Maru, we just had a break. It's okay, you can go to the bathroom. I'm a cool teacher. Hi, Sugarberry Coffee, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Don't tell to the... Oh my god, Teacher Maru? Yeah, Shudu, you were not around when I had more situations with Teacher Maru. For those that don't know, I'm saying used because I I'm not working at the moment as a teacher. But hi Pei, welcome! I'm on the lowercase modes. I can speak louder because my sister is having an interview on the room beside mine. But yeah, when I started working as a middle school art teacher in January. I taught 6th grade art class until August. Basically my class is finished in early July, but yeah, I used to be art teacher, and it was really fun because my students were like the most chaotic yet the most wholesome kids ever. And I used to share back in that period, I used to talk a lot on stream about them until they found out my Twitter and my Twitch and my YouTube and everything. They found out all my social media like before the school year was over, and it was quite chaotic because I had to tell the kids like, please do not tell that you found my social media because we shouldn't be talking about this. You guys shouldn't find my social media. Some of them they are not showing on the chat anymore, but they used to show back then. They are nice. They are cool kids. But I always wear like most of my story times. Currently, my story times are like rants about corporate space and rants about stuff, or talking about silly situations with my tech repair guy that takes care of my laptop and etc. But back then, until like July, or whenever I streamed, I would talk about what I did with the kids, the type of subject of the activities I would do with them, and how they were so kind, or how happy I am to be in this position to teach them, right? It was really fun. So the chat started on Twitch because I started multi-streaming on YouTube with more regularity, basically more often, starting like 2 weeks ago. So this is a thing mostly common on Twitch and on my Twitter and Discord server, where people were asking like what teacher Maru did this week and etc. Because once they found out that my artist name was Maru, some of them started calling me Teacher Maru on class. But usually they use my in real life name that also starts with the M, so it would be Teacher M starting name. It was really cute. I really missed that time. They are amazing. I hope they are doing well. Majority of them passed to 7th grade, so even if I went back to their school, I would not see them because my specialization, my degrees only let me teach to 5th and 6th grade. But some of them still watch my stories and Insta stories and ask, oh teacher, where did you went to eat this time? Or teacher, your drawing looks so good. It's really wholesome. I really like them. I really miss them. It's good to see that I was able to touch them positively during those months and show them that doing art is also cool. And there's also cool teachers. I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Sorry, I'm just catching on the chat now. I'm doing good. I'm yapping and trying to work at the same time. It has been a good day. My back is starting to hurt, but that's because I'm a shrimp. Thank you. Good luck to your sister. Thank you. But yeah, I used to, until August, I was hired to be a teacher at a local public school. This year I had a chance to join one school, but I had an unpleasant situation, so I had to revoke the contract because it was a difficult situation. I talked about this on the other stream. I don't really feel like dwelling on that topic because it's quite a not so happy one. But yeah, currently I'm just full freelancing, looking for a stable day job, while doing my gigs on the side and running my online shop and running my streams and etc. But I would really love to go back to teaching because I feel like I belong there. Not belong due to the age of the kids because I'm a silly little bean, but because I really can relate with them. And sorry guys, there's an ad coming up for Twitch. If you want, I can repeat what I said afterwards. But basically, I feel like I belong there in the sense that I feel useful. I feel like I can relate with the kids. And my biggest motivation as a professional, not only as an illustrator, as a manga artist, as a graphic designer, or even as a teacher, my biggest motivation is to be the person I wish I had when I was starting out. So that's why I keep being that's why I'm so helpful. Like, do you want to know how to start paying taxes? I will teach you how to open your activity, how to pay taxes, how long, how often it will be. I will share you my supplies, do you want sticker paper for your stickers? I will send you some recommendations. I will help you out the best I can. Do you want to know, for example, I know I have it on my YouTube, but I need to re-upload it on my Twitch because I had an issue some months ago where I mistakenly deleted my whole log of highlights and VODs. And I often don't give tips about art, about social media, about promoting yourself, about the algorithm, about how to save your work and protect them effectively against AI scraping, and give you an idea of how important it is. So I have this personal motivation to be the helping I don't like the term role model for myself, but being the person you can rely whenever you need help. I want to be as useful and as helpful as possible. I really don't like the idea of gatekeeping. I think that's really not helpful. I can understand why people gatekeep information and how people may resort to that, but I don't really sorry, are my captions working? Anyway, I don't really approve it in any way, shape or form. God, I feel you about looking for a stable job thing. Yes, we're all in this together. We are on the same boat. I'm not going to dwell again on the whole corporate job, searching LinkedIn type of conversation. We already did that on the early section of this stream, and it's a void. I know I will always end there complaining about, but I can't because we are not a lifestyle jobs hunting job seeker channel. I also try not to be a rant channel, but I get pretty salty about things. But yeah, I totally get what you mean, because I am the same way. Never try to teach, but I feel the idea of wanting to be useful and helping others. Yeah, and when it comes to school, I just remember the amount of times I had art classes in middle school or even in high school, and the teacher just didn't care. Like, they didn't give useful feedback. They didn't taught you how to use the materials, how to use the supplies, how to spark the motivation to try and to experiment, you know? And yeah, that's my goal as a teacher and as a professional, is to be the person I wish I had when I was starting out. And these 6 months I was working as a teacher, I felt a massive change of the students in a positive way. The kids didn't have any sort of guidance or specific class, specific teaching in how to use a ruler to measure, how to use a compass, how to use how to find the angles and etc., how to do straight lines, how limitless it is, our imagination, and how you can do pretty much everything if you think hard of it, like problem solving, etc. They don't explore that anymore. And the kids I was teaching last school year, because in Portugal school year starts in September and ends in July, was that basically. They were kids that did elementary school during the panini, so during the lockdown they were by themselves, most of them. The parents couldn't like give them proper guidance because they had to work as well, and sometimes it's really frustrating, but to like teach them basic stuff and keep repeating and asking them to sit down and listen and stop playing on the phone and stop hurting your classmate. But they are kids, and most teachers that I worked with seem to have forgotten that they are just kids. They are still really young and starting out in this world, and they just need that slight motivation to explore. And I try my best to do that. So I hope they liked it, because they didn't have. I was hired as a temporary teacher, so I was hired in January because since October they started the school year in September, but in October the teacher went to medical absence, so they didn't have any type of art class since October onwards until January when I started. So they didn't have done anything basically, so I had to start molding them, letting them know how important it is to come to class, how it's important to, in those 90 minutes, to just be themselves. Like, you can be yourself but not be in recess. You can explore new things and be creative without making a big noise or big chaos. Of course, some students are harder than others, and some students have some special ways to approach, and we have to condition ourselves to be approachable to everyone. And yeah, it was a really enriching experience for me. I really loved it, and yeah, I can see myself doing a career here. I felt way more neat, way more understood. I arrived home way more happy with my work. And it was really hard to say goodbye to them. Yeah, I cried a whole lot. I miss them, really. They are silly, and they may have roasted me for 6 months. But they are amazing, and surely they will do great things. I've been speaking about it with my painting teacher, about how a teacher can plan to break a kid's love for art. Yeah, exactly. And I think you should. I'm almost crying again. Sorry guys, I'm really emotional. I'm an emotional being. Yeah, my goal is really to be the teacher or the person they need. And many teachers didn't like the fact. First of all, I was the youngest teacher in that school, and that says a lot. So many of them, my internet pin is leaking. Yeah, I'm leaking coffee through my eyes. I can't speak too loudly, that's true. My mom no longer cries about saying goodbye to students, but she cried this year about leaving her school. Yeah, that's... I can see that. Yeah, I have no other commentary to say than, yeah, I can see that. I don't have the habilitations to be a teacher, so I try to do and help young artists starting out on artist always in the markets and things, and that's really good. I wish I had someone like that when I start out. Really, you're doing God's work in your own way. I think we should be kinder to everyone, because we are not born knowing everything. So yeah, in my case, I am blessed enough that my bachelor's degree, basically my graphic design degree, lets me teach art subjects to middle school students, like 5th and 6th grade. But I can't join the national teacher job boards kind of thing. No, it's not only with masters. Before, I will explain like this. Before, we could always join as no, you don't need the masters, not anymore. I will explain. Basically, before in Portugal, we could be teachers. They called habilitação própria, teachers with that are self-presenting. They could teach even though they were not specialized in teaching. They always were capable to do so, because my mom also did that back in the day. However, there were a big affluency to teachers back in 2008 or something. There were way too much teachers than schools to teach, so they started to... Wait, I will actually stretch a bit. They had way too much teachers to the schools they had available to hire. So what they did was freezing the progressing table for all sorts of teachers that were certified. So by certified teachers, you consider everyone that study education, either licentiate, bachelor, or master degree. And and everyone else is considered self-applied. You are self-applied to the job, like a spontaneous application per se. But due to the recent teacher shortage, because there's a higher amount of teachers retiring versus the teachers that are ingressing as certified teachers, the government, Portuguese government, changed the rules to make a higher amount of people, specialized people, to join the workforce. So currently, since January of 2024, so January of this year, that's why I became a teacher in January, they opened, not opened, but removed the restrictions to become a teacher by all the all the teachers with habilitação própria could apply to public schools that were asking for temp teachers or directly contracting through the school. Contratação de escola, basically. So, basically, you now have a list on DGAE, the Department of Education, where you can see if your exact bachelor degree or master degree has a specific specialization subject for teaching in public schools, so it can help you for the application process. I can help you with that if you're interested. And in my case, my master degree doesn't really let me teach art or multimedia or graphic design in the traditional school setting from first grade to high school, right? But my bachelor degree in graphic design lets me do that. Teach middle school students educação tecnológica, so technological education for 5th and 6th grade, and educação visual, so visual education. So yeah, basically that. Of course, they have some limitations when it comes to the selection boards, because first they will hire those teachers that have certification in education. They are real teachers in quotation marks, because there's plenty of real teachers that are just teachers because of the commodity of having job, not really because they like doing so or even care about teaching well. First, those are the selected, the people with more days of teaching, and first it's the certified teachers. The first to be selected is certified teachers with higher teaching days. Then it's the non-certified teachers, that is the habilitação própria kind of thing, with higher teaching days. Then certificação própria with no days of teaching, so fresh people that are trying to teach for the first time. I forgot to mention before the certificação própria, habilitação própria with teaching days, there's of course certified teachers recently graduated that have no teaching days yet, then habilitação própria all the way. And after those that have no days, they will resort to anyone who has a master degree or higher education course. So bachelors, masters, doctorates, PhDs in the list that are slightly related to the topic you are teaching. So in this way, they are preventing a person with, I don't know, expertise, specialization or bachelor degree in computer science to teach PE, for example. But yeah, now it's easier to become a teacher and to stay hired like that, but for starting out, it will be easier to be a temp teacher, and you will be basically living day after day, like, did the previous teacher arrive now or not? But yeah, the regulations changed recently. I can help you with that. I've been helping people that are trying to join the workforce, and you have the same benefits as a public worker. So you have the special national healthcare system. You have paid leave. You have both bonuses for Christmas and vacation. It's not that poorly paid. It's a bit higher than minimum wage, but it's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. I can give you more details there. I don't feel I don't feel like I'm explaining well in English, but yeah, I will check out Chat. I keep forgetting. Portugal is having a teacher shortage. Yeah, you can be a math teacher even though you only have an engineering degree nowadays. Yeah, true. You can be an art teacher even though if your degree is communication design, or if your degree is like sculpture, you can be an artist teacher. You can be art history teacher with language degree. You have plenty of choices. Yeah, ADSA is really good. Sadly, it doesn't involve like mental health. That's the only beef I have with them. Basically, you don't have like reduced prices for therapists, for psychiatry, and etc. But it's pretty neat for elsewhere, everything else. I feel so stupid because I never tried it out because of that. I do have 2 bachelors, one in graphic design and another in illustration. I will shout to you then to explain a bit. Feel free to do that. You never people. I may be a little bit and a bit weird, but I'm always happy to talk with people out. I'm usually not the one starting the conversation because I get really anxious and think I'm being a nuisance, but I really like to talk with other people, especially if I'm able to help them in any way. But yeah, I only recently knew about this because I only knew about this possibility of being a teacher in December of last year, because I saw the regulations changing and someone close to me was like, "Oh, Maru, you can be a teacher now because your degree is now accepting people. You can be an art teacher. Art teachers are the ones that are seeked the most. One of the teachers we seek the most because most of them are retiring now." So yeah, you can easily do. Oh, another thing, we are talking about basic education. So we are talking about first grade to the high school, the end of high school. You only need a minimum of a bachelor degree. However, if you want to teach in a college, if you want to teach in a university, then you need the master's degree, or ideally have a doctorate degree. So I could currently teach at a university if I had a good portfolio and a good resume. I currently don't have that. I need to work more about that. But yeah, you only need the master's degree for teaching at universities, basically. For normal in quotation, teaching jobs like public schools and etc. You only need base bachelor degree. Hi, Goblin King. Well, hello. I'm still catching up with chat. How are you today? Welcome. Today we are talking about a bunch of things at the same time. Now we are talking about education jobs. Joining the workforce has been a special help to me because I basically have not had a job in almost 10 years due to my burnout and then second degree and then panini. Yes, Sam, don't worry. This, yes, my goat. But many seguros are stopping to cover that for cover most doctors. It depends of the healthcare. I used to have a private work healthcare in my corporate job. I swear, it's one of the best benefits of that old corporate job I hate so much. I hate that specific role I did in that specific company. I don't hate all the corporate jobs. Just wanted to let you know. Before I hop into another rabbit hole of me talking about corporate settings. But that, one of the few good things that job had was good healthcare for mental health. Yeah. Corporate. Yeah, I still need to be quiet. But yeah, it will depend of the clinic, it will depend of the professional, it will depend of the healthcare. In my case, my current ones are not like applicable for those type of healthcare because they are private setting and I need to bust a kidney every time I have to go there. I want to have a doctorate so I can teach digital art at uni. Bless you, boy. I really wanted to have a doctorate, but I believe I will stay with my master's degree. I really would like to try teaching at uni someday, but I feel like I would always miss out like how random kids are, okay? Imagine I had to deal with kids finding out what skibidi toilet is and what Riz is, and I had to deal for 2 whole months before school ends with a bunch of skibidi loving skibidi toilet lovers yapping about skibidi toilet on class. I think I would always prefer that over uni setting where things are more mature, you know? Hi Vaisada and Smooth, welcome! I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm pretty sure I won't work with the games. I think you are. There's plenty of works in games. Sadly, it's already reaching that topic I don't want to reach, but most of them are like... How can I say this without jumping into another rabbit hole? Most of them are the typical, oh, we want an entry level we have an entry level role, but we want people with 3+ years of experience, ideally in AAA games or design agencies and stuff, and offering the salary of a junior. So, but either way, it's the same thing as I said before. A good portfolio, a good network, which sucks because I hate networking. A good network, a good presence will always help. A good resume and a good portfolio usually do wonders. So I think you can do it. There's way more people hiring for games than for other fields in terms of art and marketing, I believe. That's what I've been gathering, at least. I don't want to study anymore person. I do not do that well in academic settings. I love research. I love the guidance and structure academic environment gives me, but I am so prone to burnout, so I would crash and burn. Yeah, same. That's why I don't really want a doctorate. First of all, we don't have good doctorates here in Portugal, so I would have to go elsewhere. Let me be slightly cringe for a second for some, and slightly delusional, but I always wanted to have a master or a doctorate in manga and manga comics and stuff, manga creation. And I even applied to go to a scholarship, but back then my portfolio was really lacking, so I never were selected, and it's freaking expensive to study in Japan. However, I believe that if I ever went back to studying, it would be for getting the teacher certification, so I could get a bit more certainty in a job setting. But yeah, I don't really like the stress and how you are by yourself in higher education settings like master degrees and stuff. I remember how I struggled a whole lot with my master degree. I ended up not delivering my master degree project on time because I was barely being guided by my teacher. I felt useless because they had higher standards. They were like, no, you need to be the best. Your project needs to be perfect and ready to sell and ready to ship and stuff if you're working in animation, because my master degree is in animation illustration. If you're working in animation, they need to be good enough to go to festivals and win prizes and be really good. And if you're doing illustration, you need to win an award and go to fairs and etc. And I was like the first student that brought manga art there. I had teachers tell me that I should not be selected just because I was against their ideals. Basically, I really had an unpleasant situation in that degree with those teachers because they didn't saw comics or manga as a real art style and a real communication method. That's why I did my dissertation, my final project, in the use of comics, or in this case the use of manga as a means of communication, because just for spite just to say, fuck you, I can do it. It is a method of communication. You are just outdated. But yeah, it's really hard to have a career in Portugal as a artist altogether. Either you are blessed with the algorithm and have a freaking amazing skill of network, or the stupid amazing portfolio and know the right people, or you are an Apple baby. And yeah, it's really hard. Honestly, I'm going to cry, sob, and throw up if the internship gives me the job, especially that internship. Imagining working in Portugal as a live 2D animator, my dream. You can do it. You have more than skills for that. You are amazing, bae. You are amazing. You can do this. I believe in you. Believe in me that believes in you. Like the wise Camilla once said from Gurren Lagann. Believe in me that believes in you. You can do this. I believe in you. But yeah, it's really hard. But it's not impossible. It's hard, but not impossible. For example, 3 years ago, I didn't imagine I would be like become a teacher or collaborated with the companies I already collaborated with. Like, it's insane. But in the end, I'm like, yay me, I did it. Yay me, I did it. It was only my effort. I didn't need anyone else. I did my best job and people like it. So yeah, it's hard and requires a lot of self-discipline, which can be hard, especially if you struggle with self-esteem and imposter syndrome. I have that bestie in my life all this time. All artists hate imposter syndrome, but he's important, to be honest. Because without imposter syndrome, you would be probably pretty egocentric. So we just need to find a way to handle imposter syndrome healthily. But yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. For example, I am really scared to start my Patreon because I always think I'm not that good enough. But I really want to give this step. But at the same time, if I don't give that step, I will never know. And use this as you will. The teacher who I talked to about internship talked about his imposter syndrome to me. Honestly, I love that professor. Bless him. Yeah, I think people need to talk more about that. Those sort of things. Not only not gatekeep references and assets and resources, but also talk about that. Like, be more it's not honest, but be more truthful to the struggle. I know many people don't want to hear about that, but for example, for neurodivergent people, it's really good to have that type of... I talk from experience, I talk for my own... I would prefer to see my idols, my artist idols, to talk more about their struggles, because I would feel like I could connect with them more, right? I think that's important also. That's why I yap so much. But yeah. What? Shadow! Yap is good. Yap is life. Yeah. Yap and cringing are part of life, and we need to accept it as it is, you know? You need to accept the part that cringes. Because not all cringe is bad. Some cringe is bad, but most of the time it's not cringe. It's just like low self-esteem. Okay, I actually need to draw the eyebrows better. I know I made it too small. They are supposed to be big, as beans. God, I need to drink a bit of water. Where's my water bottle? Where did I put it? Well, I think I forgot my water bottle. Anyway, I guess I'm not drinking water. I must have forgotten in the kitchen. I also feel like streaming has been helping me to improve my communication skills. I feel more confident with my work and I can talk more easily whenever I'm at cons, for example. So, not everything is bad. Sometimes being a bean online is good enough. Even though sometimes I forget what I said or what I have to say and just all the way. But yeah. Thank you for being part of my journey. Without you, life would probably be different. Even though I'm still a small bean, I'm always thankful. Even if what I say the most is like yapping about stuff that are not really that important, or talking about what silly things my students did, or cursed food. Yeah. What? Okay, I think finally we managed to make a cute face. Let's reduce the layer. Yeah, I'm enjoying it much better now. Internet's weird because it's both a place where you get bombarded by info that you might not like, but also gives you the opportunity to find a space. Yeah. And I believe if I didn't have internet when I was a teenager or during the panini, I think my life would be totally different, to be honest. So now let's create a new layer just for doing the hair, and let's just do this. This is the original sketch I did for the drawing. I will actually do like this. So wait, the other way around probably is better. Or we can do like this, I guess. I don't know how to word that better, but sometimes it's too much, but also sometimes it's the only place. Yeah, I feel like I'm more easily myself on the internet than in real life, even though the internet is also real life. You got me. You understood me. So let's just adjust. I just need to see how I did the hair. Oh, I also need to improve the sketch on the mouth. Okay, now we can create a new layer and start working on the hair. So let's place the subview here so I have a general idea of what the hairstyle is. Usually and after the hair is done, we will probably finish for the day so we can rest. It's been like, what, almost 3 hours? Yeah, almost 3 hours of stream already. And most of it was yapping. Almost 3, yeah. You should go to sleep, Shudu. What the heck? It's way too late for you. I need to get my water bottle. I don't have water. Okay, guys, I will make a stretchy time. Let me just open a new canvas. Wow. I tried to sleep because of the headache, but I was asleep all day because of the headache. Okay, makes sense. Okay, let's switch the tool. Take a silly Maru, going to drink water. Wow. Okay guys, let's make a short break, okay? I won't switch scenes, but I will be eating. I will go grab my water bottle and I will be back like in 2 minutes. Hi, I'm back. Hi, everyone. Mel is here with me. Already got water. See, Mel. Huh? Okay, she's back to my lap. What? Mel! What the fuck? Ow. She hurt me. Okay, she didn't want the lap, but wanted the attention. Okay, let's get back to work. Let's save the art. My back hurts. Let's go. Welcome from the ad break. So, in this piece, I want Maru to have a more like a messy, not a messy bun, but a messy updo, I think. Like both, like you usually see in yukata outfits, but at the same time that are a bit messy. Or maybe I can make a headpiece right here. Yeah, probably a headpiece would be nice right here. Some kanzashi. Here will be covered, so it would be like this. The updo, something like that. What? And now we are going to draw the ears. Wow, no, I really like the length. Oh, sorry. The length I drew. Oh. And the other ear now. I try my best to make the interior of the ears really fluffy, because I really like that in my design. Like really cute and fluffy ears. And now that we have the general idea, we can adjust. For example, I believe this ear is way too big, so we are going to select it and mold it, like skew it a bit, use the perspective tool to make it more interesting. Or just pick this part and make it rounder. Sometimes I also use the liquidify tool, so it's easier. I increase the brush. And just mold it. Since we are working on a separate layer than the eyes and the rest of the sketch, it's easier to switch everything without getting worried about ruining the rest of the sketch. And then we just make some adjustments on the spot. For example, if I want some movement in hair bangs, I will just adjust a bit. In this case I want some movement, so it looks like she's walking. I know for a fact I will retouch the eyes again, but I will do it with Liquidify later. For now I'm just focusing on the hair. Oh, wait. This one is too big. This part is always the most the easier to get into the zone, but at the same time it's really boring because you have to, boring in the sense like it's not that interesting to stream because it's just tweaking the sketch you did until now. At least for me. Usually many people just like draw and go up to the next stage. I just happen to be a perfectionist and have to do a bunch of steps for the overall work. I'm too lazy for stages now, my sketch are basically the lines. I wish I was like that. I used to be like that, then I overcomplicated everything, and since then I can no longer go back. I will work on this later. Okay, now it's time to duplicate the base sketch. I will rename my layers so I can know where is the hair. Whoop. Where is the hair layer? Where is the general one? And the general copy. I'm starting to get really tired, but we can do this. Only 10 minutes. 10 extra minutes. So now we are going to grab on the Liquidify tool, and I did a duplicate of my previous sketch, right? Of my previous general sketch. So now what we are going to do is like readjust everything, and for that we are going to use a bigger brush. For example, we don't need a whole be so low. I know I still haven't drawn the ends, but I prefer to first fix the outfit and then work on the ends, so it's more coherent. I have to fix it with the pencil tool. Okay. Chest looks better. The obi as well. What's next? Probably the extremities of the yukata. Maybe not. Wait. Wait, not like this. But this part we are actually going to use the lasso tool. Otherwise it will pick up parts of the sketch I do not want to use to change at the same time. Something over here. And over here. Hi, King Freak, how are you? Haven't finished my PNG for tomorrow, I'm cooked. Sam, don't worry. I think I will use just my Discord profile pic. I'm not sure if I will have enough time to do a proper PNG. So I guess it will have to go like this. Because my previous PNG was too static-ish for my own taste, so I don't really want to do it like that. Oh, wrong canvas. How are you today? Yeah, guys, tomorrow I will be streaming art, but then around 5 p.m. we will be at a massive VTuber collab. We are going to play Among Us. It will be mostly Portuguese collab VTubers, so it will be rather fun. I won't be streaming, but I will be at Ivy Nick's stream playing and on the voice chat. So yeah, tomorrow the art stream will be surely shorter. At this time we are already playing, so yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. Make a collab, let's go, yeah. It will be my first big collab playing Among Us. I thought you were going to stream as well. Nah, I'm not. Since I'm already going to stream from 2:30 p.m. GMT, UTC plus 1, I need to take some time to rest before the collab. So I don't think I have said this to you yet, but I love your inking. Thank you! I'm still on the sketch phase, but thank you. I really love inking. another unpopular opinion, but I really like inking. Back when I started streaming, I used to just mostly stream manga creation streams, so I would like make progress on my manga, and it was basically inking streams. Everyone was tired to see me ink. It is something I have not done a lot, especially digitally. Yeah, I can understand that. It's a bit tricky and in the beginning, not gonna lie. But for me, it's calming. It's my period of mindfulness while I'm drawing. I prefer inking over coloring for sure, because I'm not that confident with coloring. That's why I mostly do cel-shaded coloring. Also, due to my complexity of the inking style, I shouldn't be doing really detailed rendered stuff either way, so yeah. That is cool. I've not been making drawing streams because my ADHD is just insane and I start a lot of sketches. Yeah, I know the pain. I love sketching, but that is always my safe part, because when I ink hard paint, it was just a lot of weight that I think my sketches have. I'm still struggling with that issue myself. I feel I'm getting better at it, but I still feel like plenty of my sketches lose part of their potential whenever I start like finishing them. That's why I also get so happy when I see people enjoying my little dumb sketches of Maru, because it's part of my process I like the most, also, like doing those silly drawings. But also it's some of the drawings that are hardest to finalize, because I feel like they lose a lot of the meaning when I'm finishing them. But I can do this in another way. Yeah, I got into painting classes nowadays because it is something I lack, and the fact I have someone guiding me helps in learning. I should actually focus on painting, really. Maybe someday. He's making me find out that I actually can do things I say I can't. I just need more references most of the time, and the time just dedicated to it, I cannot see pictures well in my brain, so it stunts me out a lot, I think. Yeah, I also have a fantasia. I can't really imagine things. Like if you said imagine an apple, I would not be able to perceive the apple in my head. So I struggle a lot. I need to have a bunch of references all the time. That's why on streams I do my best to have the sketch already lined out, otherwise I will struggle a lot. And that's also why my time lapses. Most of the time I do not have the early stages of the sketch, because I'm usually either using 3D models to figure out how to do a certain pose, or lighting, or just having a bunch of pictures placed on on my canvas so I can focus on the bunch of references I have. Especially on iPad. Let me see. I know King Freak sent a message. What's your favorite Final Fantasy? 14, really. I really like Final Fantasy 14. It's my favorite and first Final Fantasy. I've been slowly starting to play other Final Fantasies. I've played 15 and the Type 01. But my favorite will always be Final Fantasy 14 because that's what ignited my love for Final Fantasy. And it's my cozy space. I need to play my sub, actually. I haven't been playing. Let me. I imagine concepts from my mental visual references matching together, but I can never imagine the final result. Oh, that's interesting. Like 80s cartoon plus character eating plus bird, but I cannot imagine all together in my brain. I used to be more visual in my imagination, especially whenever I listened to music, like anime theme songs and stuff. But I'm not sure if it is because of my ADHD and autism or not, but slowly I lost the capacity to do so easily. So yeah, it's really hard for me to imagine concepts in my head and draw them. I need to have like a plenty of references on top of my table. For some reason I always feel so bad copying poses from pictures, but if it was me bottling I wouldn't give a shit. I mean, honestly, who is going to trademark a pose, right? Who is going to trademark a pose? There's no trademarking in poses and colors. I mean, except specific colors. But color palettes per se, we are not going to polish that. As long as you don't like trace everything from like an illustration or photography, etc. I think it's pretty neat. It's pretty good. Now, if it's a 3D model, it's okay. Especially if you're talking about the CSP 3D models, they are there for helping you improve your work. And for that, I will give you this comparison. Would you judge someone that used a roller to make perspective? You wouldn't, right? Would you call it cheating, using a roller for making a straight line? You wouldn't, right? So why would you actually treat yourself so badly and giving a hard time to yourself for using a ruler or for using a 3D model to help you out, understanding what you wanted to do? I never played Final Fantasy 14 till the end of main story. I only played until Seed Ship's mission. It was fun, but the grind was too big for me. I'm more of a competitor in games. I feel like I mean it's understandable. Yeah, I'm currently reaching the end of the lastest expansion, Dontra. So yeah. I really like the game. And I can understand about of the competitive side of things. I try my best to not go into competitive realm because I get really salty and easily, and I'm quite competitive in that sense. So yeah, I try my best to go in a more casual route, even though I play some PvP here and there. Yeah, I used to be more visual too, especially while reading. I can imagine the stuff, but when I'm drawing, it just goes. But with time, I think my brain became less visual and I also have been struggling mentally to see stuff. Yeah, same, exactly same. You have autism? It's just funny because I read today that people in the autism spectrum really love MMO. I don't really talk about it more often because I don't want to be poorly perceived, but at the same time I want to be some type of representation, you know? But yeah, I'm in the spectrum. I got the diagnosis in May of this year that I have autism and ADHD, so yeah, I'm part of the cool kids group. It's from the book of Healthy Gamer / Dr. K, if you know him. I don't know, but I will search it up. I always heard that Shadowbringers is so good whenever you grind enough to play it. Go with the flow, don't force yourself. The base game, Realm Reborn, it's really heavy on lore, and we have to understand that it was made without any much guidance. They were trying to rebuild the game and make something more interesting to the public after the failure of 1.0, so it's really okay to not feel motivated or to feel a bit lost, but everything falls into place, so it's okay. I really like Shadowbringers, but my favorite expansion so far is Endwalker. I feel like I related the most with Endwalker, especially the ending. I cried my eyes out. Not literally, but yeah, it was one of those moments I was like, I'm so happy to be part of this. Yeah. So yeah, I would really recommend going with the flow for Final Fantasy XIV. Take your time. How was the process to being diagnosed? I honestly don't know if I have ADHD or I'm trying to convince myself for my lack of discipline. I mean, ADHD is on the rise. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna leave. I have to leave now because I have some things to finish work on. I have this weekend. Good luck, Chocoberry Puppy. Thank you for joining. I had an amazing time with you in chat. I will also end the stream shortly, so don't worry. Thank you. I will just finish saying what I was replying to King Freak, and then we are going to finish for today because I'm really tired. We have been yapping for how long? 3 hours enough. And I need to rest a bit. I hope you have a wonderful day, and please treat yourself with kindness. Where was I? How was the process to being diagnosed? I honestly don't know if I have ADHD or I'm trying to convince myself for the lack of discipline. I mean, ADHD is on rise. Honestly, I had some suspicions something was wrong. Not wrong, but different with me since I was little. But my family never really cared about it. They just thought I was shy or just weird, just being calm and etc. They still don't quite believe in mental health and especially using pills to to improve your life. In that sense, they are more like, oh, we should just drink water and rest more and touch grass kind of thing, kind of vibe. But with time, I knew that something was not okay because I never was able to maintain friendships and always felt really alone. I felt like everyone was really different than myself and was able to maintain friendships while I felt like everyone was just an acquaintance and no one really cared about knowing about myself. I was just one in the group. I was never picked up for playtime in school. I was never, I would be that friend in the group that people would forget or was not that important altogether. And I just got used to it basically until like the pandemic started and some kind friends, online friends said, oh look, but your lack of to go through public healthcare, but I was never redirect. I always were able to fit in somehow, like I would learn about everything and anything that would catch my eye, so I could have some sort of conversation, something to talk about whenever there was small talk or everything. But I could never understand why people would not call me friends or hang out with me that often or send me messages and etc. So yeah. And once I found out that I need to see what's wrong because it's really hard for me to focus. I'm always sidetracking. It started to be a pun in this channel in the early beginnings that I would really sidetrack. I would like draw on my Cintiq and then look to my laptop and lose track of time for 5 minutes because I was scrolling on Twitter or something. And after starting teaching and seeing how progressed it is, the diagnosis thing for ADHD autism, I thought, because one of the special needs teachers at the school I was there started to treat me in a different way to the other teachers, and I had to ask them why did they not treat me like the other people, and they asked me if I had any type of neurodivergency because they saw me having tics while I was in school meetings, and now I know those tics are basically me steaming during situations that are either limiting to me or I'm struggling to get attention, etc. So yeah, it was like that I decided to go to the therapist, go to a private one since no one would really care to even direct me to a psychiatrist through the national healthcare system, because according to my doctor, my family doctor, my GP, they said, you're not a danger to society or yourselves, therefore I cannot refer you to one. But I was like, I just want to know what the heck is wrong with me, and they would say, oh, it's just anxiety. It's just anxiety, just take shell pill, and would prescribe me shell pills and etc. Like tapping your fingers or something. Yes or no. I usually spin my ring. I have a promise ring from my relationship with Ryuji, and I kept spinning it. Or whenever I'm waiting for public transportation, I would play with the card between my fingers, or picking my my fingernails, or biting my lip, or doing repetitive gestures, basically. But yeah, basically what I did was scheduling psychiatry appointment and talked about them with them about it, and even asked them, do I need to do assessment? What do I need to do to know that I really have it? Because my life is like this. I barely contact anything. I don't feel like I can maintain long-term relationships. I feel like I'm always the odd girl out, and that I'm not really understood. People call me too much, and etc. And they started asking me stuff really dissimulatedly. I could not understand if it was really the assessment or no, because social cues were lacking. And yeah, after the talk they were like, yeah, you indeed have a lot of traits for autism and ADHD, so yeah, it's safe to assume you are in the spectrum. If you want official report, you will have to do a real assessment, but since it's really expensive and it's not really required for your work setting or anything, I don't think it's enough. You can just go with therapy. I will prescribe some pills to make you more attentive, because your type of ADHD is unattentive type, not like the hyperactive mainstream representation. So yeah, that's it. And since then I've been medicated. I've been way better than I used to be, and I feel like life has been more manageable, but it's still being a journey to find out who I really am and how I really function. And probably one of my worst parts probably one of the worst parts of the whole process is realizing that you are indeed different, and that it's okay to ask for accessibility because you are forced to live in a ableist world. Therefore, you have a different idea from what is neurodivergency, especially if you have a family that is not that welcoming to that difference. Yeah, basically it's that. Sorry for going off topic for a second. Yeah, my family doc, when I talked about that, I was having trouble to focus. He kind of told me he also likes games, but sometimes we need to stop and focus. I didn't even talk about games. I didn't like his approach. And then gave me depression pills to concentration, told me to go back for a month, and I kind of got scared and didn't go. I asked for a therapist on FemDoc. Yeah, same. My fight with what the heck I'm struggling with is long, and it's been years. And currently I've been trying to figure out why the heck my health has decreased so much since 2020. And the more I search, the more I figure out it's because my family doctor prescribed me antidepressants when in reality I'm not depressed, I'm just misunderstood. And that my burnout and my depressing that's what I've been learning on therapy, that my burnout-ish characteristics, and that my lowest points are not really depression, but meltdowns. It's literally my autism because I'm not being perceived. I'm not getting my accessibility. I'm not getting the needs, the special needs I need, basically, because all my life I was considered a shy, reserved, introvert person, and in reality I may be shy, I may be an introverted person, but I am not neurotypical, basically. And one of the things that always messed me up and always where I always struggled a lot is the lack of common sense in other people. I always thought that it was common knowledge and it was okay. It was basically the basic human being would have common sense, and the basic human being, if they didn't know something, they would search for it. So all my life, whenever I didn't use something, I would pick up an encyclopedia and look for it, or whatever. Whenever I didn't know anything, I would pick up Google and search for it. And one of the things that would always mess me up and I would not understand, and sometimes it's still really hard to understand, is when people basically don't have common decency, like and are too lazy to learn or too lazy to figure out. They prefer to have something to tell them for themselves. And recently I just found out that's just my autism. That's basically my lack of social cues and the general idea that everyone is like basically done. Everything is black and white kind of thinking, but applied to a general idea. Sorry for the trough thing. It's for talking way too much. Also, the sensory overload. I thought like that not being able to touch, for example, in velvet or corduroy type of textiles was just normal, but it seems it's not. Or like having really bright lights and heavy noise at the same time. It's normal, but no, it's just sensory overload, and I never knew about that. I just thought it was normal. Thank you for CP time. I forgot my water bottle again. Thank you for that, but honestly, I just wanted to know how I should have approached my lack of focus. I have been so frustrated over the years because I always were a good kid, always were a good student. My parents thought I was like gifted or anything because I would be really good at school. But the reality is I was good at school because there was what I was supposed to do. I thought everyone was supposed to do that. But honestly, focus is something I really struggle because since I don't want to think about the other things I have to think at the same time, I struggle myself. I put myself with a shit ton of work. That's why I ended up being a workaholic, because it's my coping mechanism whenever I'm too stressed. And I always struggled with planners, with alarms, with schedules, because I would like to use them, but I would not commit to them because I would get overwhelmed with the lack of options. Or if my schedules changed for a little bit because I wasn't feeling like doing that, I would feel really bad. Yeah, so it's something I'm still learning. I still remember in one job someone asked for help cleaning up an illustration. I did a quick cleanup but couldn't stop, so I kept cleaning even more and more. Then the coworker said, "Oh, shudu, it was good enough the first time." And I was like, no, it has to be cleaner. Yeah, I can relate to that. Coworker, no, really, it's fine. Me, it's triggered my autism. Yeah, exactly. Everyone just stared at me Then one coworker said, Shidu, it's not good to joke about those things. Me, what if it's not a joke? I'm not diagnosed, it's expensive, but oh my god, the signs are all there. I don't know why nobody saw it. Because what I've been, that's the same thing I have. Like, I'm like, all this time, I could have been diagnosed, I could have a better life, a calmer life. Why people didn't ever told me about this? And the answer is, people don't think it's possible to happen in your family. And people are ableist. People are raised in an ableist setting. So they only believe what is autism or what is ADHD, considering the stereotypical thing. So for the majority of people, ADHD is someone that is hyperactive. Okay, that's hyperactive and can eat sugar. For example, that's a really stereotypical thing. So they can't understand how a calm person can be suffering with ADHD when there's various types of ADHD. And autism, people think about the representation I hate the most, the good doctor characterization. They think all autists are like that, so they have a different idea. They don't think probably grandpa that loves eating mashed potatoes and beef every Thursday at 8 p.m. starts with that specific type of cutlery while drinking that specific brand of juice every week at the same time is autism. They only think it's like the meltdowns you see over characterized from a specific type of the spectrum that is usually the one that has some sort of representation. Man, I want mashed potatoes and beef. Go sleep, Shudu. Hi, Handaf. Sorry, I was yapping too much. I didn't saw your message. Welcome to the stream. Drawing is indeed art. And I should go rest. Drawing is hard and I've been yapping way too much. But I think I'm finally enjoying how the sketch is turning out. I'm still not happy with the nose, so I will probably make some changes. Yeah. Hi Otaku-sin, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. How are you today? God damn, we have been yapping for almost 4 hours. Hello, hiyo, hiyo. In school, I don't know if this is about focus or simply my brain, but I always try to pay attention to the teacher. But if she asked me what did she say, even though I was listening to her, I never registered to remember what she was told. Exactly. Oh my god, I suffered so much with that with Ryuji. Ryuji, you are in chat. I know you are in chat. You just triggered the redeem. Ryuji knows this for sure. All the relationship, for those that don't know, I'm dating Ryuji for 11 years and counting, so we know each other for a long time. And whenever I was starting, I know what, you know everything, guy. Whenever I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, and this also happens right now, whenever I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV and I'm playing main story quest, I forgot. MSQ, yes, main story quest. And in the middle of me watching the cutscenes, Ryuji asks, what point of the story are you at? It's so hard to explain because I know each point I am at. I'm resisting the goddamn progression of the of the story. I'm understanding the lore and the development. I just haven't registered enough in my short-term memory to be able to process and explain to you in proper Portuguese in this case. So yeah, I can really feel understood about that. Tô bem, tu? Tô bem, obrigada. Obrigada por ter juntado ao stream. Tô basicamente a preparar as coisas para terminar. Já estamos a falar há muito tempo. So, yeah. So I really recommend, if you are struggling, if you think you may have autism, or you may dwell in some part of neurodivergent setting, I would really recommend, if you can, get an assessment. I was just gonna say those brain fart pretty common, but also yes, even reading. For example, in school, if I was reading for the class, I was focusing on performing a good reading. I never actually heard what I read. Yeah, exactly. It's awful. It's awful. Then you try to explain yourself and you can. Anyway, guys, I think I'm taking my leave before I yap too much. It's been 4 hours. I need to rest. You guys need to rest. Shudu needs to go sleep. Thank you so much for coming to today's stream. Today we are not raiding anyone because you guys need a break, need to rest ASAP. Oh god, no. Pedro. Pedro. Thank you, Rudy. Sorry, and thank you. Sorry or thank you for the yap. No, for free to yap. I like to yap. I can't wait for tomorrow's collab. Really. I'm really excited. But yeah. I end up yapping too much by the end of the stream and then keep delaying the end of the stream. You big cute Mar, thanks for the stream. Thank you, Ryuji. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will talk to you once I finish stream. But yeah, sometimes it's easier than we think. But yeah. Thank you everyone for coming to today's stream. Sorry for the massive stream today. I was not expecting to be this long. No more working today, overworking Ramon. I will try to. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow at 2:30 GMT. And let's do some stuff. So if you guys want to join my Discord, I have a really small but cozy community on Discord. I will copy and paste to YouTube because I still have to process how the heck my chat toggles appear on YouTube as well. Thank you, Ryuji. I will copy and paste. You can also follow me on social media. I'm pretty vocal on Twitter, but I also have other social media like Instagram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, you name it. So everyone, thank you for joining. See you guys tomorrow at 2:30 GMT +1 or UTC +1, whatever time zone you prefer. But it is Lisbon time, so see you guys by then, tomorrow, 2:30. It won't be this long because at 5 p.m. UTC +1, I will be in a massive Among Us collab with plenty of Portuguese and Brazilian VTubers on Twitch, on Ivy channel. So tomorrow I will let you know the link, and I can wait to see you tomorrow. Bye YouTube chat, bye stream, bye Twitch chat. See you guys tomorrow. Matane!